The ceremony will be starting shortly.
C, we request that all electronic devices be turned off or placed in silent mode for the duration of the ceremony. Aloha and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Captain Miguel Delgado, your narrator for today's ceremony. On behalf of the Commander, Hawaii Air National Guard, Major General Joseph R. Harris II, welcome to the 298th Air Defense Group Change of Command ceremony. During today's ceremony, you will witness Colonel Daniel Wrazien relinquish command of the 298th Air Defense Group to Lieutenant Colonel Diana Gregory. Lieutenant Colonel Gregory comes to us from the 298th Air Defense Group, Hawaii Air National Guard, where she served as its Deputy Commander. Her service history is detailed in your program. This ceremony is considered an indoor ceremony. All military personnel, please stand at attention during the singing of our national and state anthems. We invite our civilian guests to place your right hand over your heart and stand during appropriate honors. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the arrival of the official party, followed by the singing of our national anthem and Hawaii Pono'i.
Sir, I present the group.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air,
Sergeant Cordero will now offer invocation.
Good morning, everyone. Can we all bow our heads in reverence to our Father? Our most gracious Heavenly Father, we honor you this morning and are grateful for the breath of life you have given each and every one of us here today. May your presence be felt as we celebrate this change of command ceremony. We thank you for the commitment and faithful service of Colonel Daniel Wrazien as he led the men and women of the 298 Air Defense Group as our group commander. We have been truly blessed by the positive impact he's had with both squadrons and the group as a whole. We ask for a special blessing upon his wife, Liz, as she stood by his side and supported him through all these years. Bless them both as they begin this new chapter of their lives. We also lift up Lieutenant Colonel Diana Gregory as she receives the command today and becomes the new leader of the 298 Air Defense Group. May your Holy Spirit lead, guide, and direct her through every decision and circumstance she may encounter. With these new responsibilities, we pray for peace upon her and strength for her husband, Bill, her daughter, Cammie, and son, Blaze, as they stand alongside her with support and encouragement. Lord, as we continue this change of command ceremony, I pray that everything said and done will be pleasing in your eyes. We ask all these things in your Son's name, Jesus. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Thank you, Sergeant Cordero, and thank you, Sergeant Salvador and Sergeant Salamoff, for your beautiful rendition of our anthems. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome and acknowledge the family members and military distinguished guests joining us in person and virtually today. Please hold your applause until all introductions have been made. Colonel Wrazien's wife, Elizabeth. Joining us virtually, Colonel Wrazien's parents, Carl and Barbara, and his brother Stephen, his wife Lori, and their children Ethan and Callie. Lieutenant Colonel Gregory's husband, Bill, her daughter Cammie and son Blaze, Colonel Gregory's brothers, Brigadier General Duke Ota, United States Air Force, Hawaii Air National Guard, retired. Her sister, Donna LaQuesta, Colonel Gregory's brother, Senior Master Sergeant Derek Ota, United States Air Force Reserves, retired, and his wife, Tisha. And Colonel Gregory's brother, Doug, his wife, Mel, and nephew, Curtis. And Colonel Gregory's dad. Thank you. Apologies. Commander 154th Wing, Brigadier General Philip Mallory. Vice Commander 154th Wing, Colonel Regina Comine. Command Chief 154th Wing, Carol Orr. Army Garrison Commander Colonel Steve McGonigal. Hawaii National Guard Chief of Joint Staff Colonel Jamie Lynn Thompson. Headquarters Hawaii Air National Guard Colonel Christoph Sills. Commander 154th Mission Support Group Colonel Amy Arfman. Commander 154th Operations Group Colonel Shane Nagatani. United States Property and Fiscal Officer Colonel Tyson Tanaka. FAA Senior Representative PACAF Indo-PACOM Cornelius Moore. We'd also like to extend a warm welcome to all commanders, chief master sergeants, first sergeants, and numerous family and friends with us here today. The ceremony you will witness here today is deeply rooted in military tradition and dates back to the reign of Frederick the Great of Prussia. During this period, organizational flags were developed with color and arrangements and symbols that were unique to each unit. To this flag and its commander, the members of a unit would dedicate their loyalty and trust when a change of command was to take place. The outgoing commander would pass the flag to the individual assuming command. This gesture was conducted before the unit members so that all could witness their new leader assuming their position of authority and responsibility. Through this ceremony, the passing of the flag also symbolized the transfer of the unit members' trust and allegiance to their newly appointed commander. This historic and honored tradition continues to demonstrate the significance of the assumption of command in the finest military traditions. We are pleased to have with us our presiding official, the commander, Hawaii Air National Guard Major General Joseph Harris.
Thank you. Ooh.
this is low. It's all right. We'll adapt. Aloha. Aloha. Let's try that again. Aloha. Aloha. Better. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to the change of command for the 298th Air Defense Group. I really want to thank the family present and all those tuning in virtually, and the changes that were obviously important to get this ceremony inside. That was a lot of work at the last minute, but apparently the lawn was pretty saturated from all the rain up here, and you wouldn't have liked it out there. You would have been covered with mud by the end of the ceremony. So thanks to the 298th for making a great plan for both options and making this work. For everybody here, these events are very important milestones in an officer's career, so really want to thank the family for being here. The command at the group level, absolutely critical point in an officer's career if you can get there. It's really a cutting point for a lot of officers. Most officers don't make it to group command. But to get further than this, you have to have group command. So it's an important milestone, good prerequisite for advancement. So Elizabeth, Carl, Barbara, Stephen, Lori, Ethan, Callie for Bad Moon, and Bill, Cammie, Blaze, Duke, Donna, Derek, Tisha, Doug, Mel, and Curtis for Gidget. And Duke Otis Sr., since we didn't catch your name on the beginning, but yes, thank you. Good to see you again, sir. I remember seeing you at your son's retirement. So thank you all for being here for this important milestone for both these fine officers. I also want to thank the High-Ang leaders for the show of force and support for these two incredible officers, Colonel Sills, soon to be General Sills. We have the Wing Command team, General Mallory, Colonel Comine, Chief Orr, and all but one of the group commanders are here, so great show of force. And we have USPFO in the house. Tyson, thanks for being here to show support. And additionally, I appreciate Colonel McGonigal and Seymour Moore. We heard it wasn't Cornelius, so Seymour. So good to have you here, sir, and Colonel McGonigal for representing the Army Garrison Command and the FAA. So thanks for being here to show support. I want to thank the ADG again for putting the ceremony together and moving it indoors at the last minute, like I mentioned. The ADG always does an incredible job with these traditional military events, so extremely well done, because they always require a degree of professionalism, and these guys always deliver. So if you help with today's ceremony, thank you kindly. Before we get to today's honorees, I just want to take a moment to point out that one of the most important things we do as senior leaders is grow and develop potential commanders and then select the very best of them to be squadron commanders, and then select the very best of those to move up to group command. And on up the chain of command. It sounds like a simple progression, right? Well, it really isn't, because the jobs themselves are so demanding, and small mistakes in leadership can have dire consequences to lives and mission success in the short term and the long term. So when we choose someone to do one of these jobs, we want it to be challenging for them so they learn, but we don't want to sacrifice much in terms of mission performance and taking care of our most precious commodity, our airmen. So while we allow someone to learn a new job, we care a lot about the performance that they put forth. So picking the right officer with the right potential at the right time with the right team is critical, and we don't take that lightly. The 298th Air Defense Group Commander position demands extra care in that selection decision. Air defense of the homeland is one of the oldest, proudest missions that the Air National Guard performs. We have been doing it well since airplanes took the air. And after all this time, we are so good at it that our response times are ridiculously fast, and our tolerance for error is next to nil. The sector control mission this group is responsible for is the largest combatant command, for the largest combatant command on the planet. It is the connective tissue that brings decisive combat power to a point in the sky at the exact moment it needs to be there to ensure mission success. And that's why we need our most talented and qualified officers to command this group. Bad Moon, you took this group after Buddha, now a GO wing commander. who took this group after Token Jarrett, now a GO in charge of the National Guard Bureau Senior Leader Management Office. From this legacy, you were developed and already had an incredible background in air defense when you came to Hawaii. In the group command role, you furthered what your predecessors began in terms of capability and capacity, new equipment and facilities, improvements and upgrades, as well as the expert mentoring and growing of superior airmen to be the leaders within the group and the group itself in the future. In short, you took a group most would feel lucky to inherit, and you didn't rest on the accomplishments of the past. Instead, you found new ways to enhance it, make it more capable, and make its airmen even more lethal. Congratulations on very successful group command tour. Jag and I are both very much looking forward to your officership as the next high-rank director of staff. I'm trying to keep these papers straight here, sorry. This podium was made for a shorter airman. You said it, I didn't say that. All right, I lost my place there. Oh, Diana. Gidget, Gregory. You've been expertly groomed by the exceptional 298th Group culture for this exact moment. You have the technical credentials as an air battle manager, and you have an enviable record of accomplishments in challenging, broadening assignments in the personnel career field. I worked with you directly in A1 and was always impressed with your work ethic, your capacity, and your knowledge of personnel. When you commanded FSS, you found you had challenges that needed some professional values-based leadership. And impressively, you boldly provided that to your subordinates and senior NCOs and started something there that is still growing and developing our personnel force and missions into something greater. So thank you. I could not be prouder of you and what you are bringing to this group command role. Congratulations to you and your family, Gidget, for this command opportunity. Like I mentioned, not everybody gets here. It's not easy to keep an organization like this performing at such a high level for so long. It will take your inspiration and your bold leadership to continue the upward trajectory the 298th is on, and I have every confidence that you're the right officer for the organization. And don't forget that you're never alone, and that the entire weight of the organization can be brought to bear as needed to assist you with your greatest challenges. I greatly look forward to supporting you in your new role. Thanks to you all for attending today and helping me recognize these two exceptional officers as they each embark on their new careers. I know both of them will continue to make us extremely proud to serve alongside them as Hawaii Air National Guard Director of Staff and 298th Air Defense Group Commander in the Hawaii Air National Guard. Thanks again. Aloha.
Thank you, Major General Harris. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce the Commander, 298th Air Defense Group, Colonel Daniel Wrazien.
Thank you. Good morning, and thank you, everyone. To our distinguished guests, Major General Harris, again, welcome. Thank you for your confidence and trust in me these last 2 years, giving me the opportunity to lead the group here and then supporting me through my command. It's much appreciated. To our other distinguished guests, Brigadier General Mallory, the first commander of the 298th Air Defense Group, welcome. From the wing, Regina, Command Chief Orr. From our Army partners, Colonel McGonigal, thanks for being here today. We're definitely proud to be part of Team Wheeler, the joint team here on Wheeler, and I appreciate all the support you give us for our Homeland Defense mission here. Colonel Sills, Jag, Amy, Nuke, Colonel Tanaka, and my current co-workers at headquarters, Trout and Kathy. Thanks for joining us today as well. Seymour, thank you so much for being here today. We have a unique partnership in the air defense mission between the FAA and the DoD, so thanks for keeping that strong and for your steadfast support for us. Appreciate it. Lieutenant Colonel Heckman, thank you as well. You're here somewhere. Awesome. Thanks for your partnership as the Air Defense Director. You've really hit the ground running. You're doing amazing things at PACAF, and I know you're going to get us where we need to be. So looking forward to all that you do over the next couple of years. Thank you to fellow colonels, commanders. Welcome to all fellow commanders, chiefs, family, friends, men and women of the 298th Air Defense Group and the Hawaii Air National Guard. So no one achieves success in life on their own, right? It's always due to the family and friends that give us their love and support. So let me start with my wife, Liz. Thank you always for being at my side, for the encouragement and support when I've needed it most or when I didn't think I needed it, and you provided it anyway. So thank you for your patience as well as I learn a new role. Definitely some adjusting to get through, but thank you so much for your love and support. I love you. To my mom and dad, joining us virtually from Connecticut. So it's not raining right now, but it is winter in Hawaii, believe it or not. I know you have a couple of inches of snow on the ground in Connecticut, but so you win. We're indoors, but it's not that bad. I just want to say thank you so much for your steadfast support over the years, for supporting me and my brother Steve through everything. Thank you so much for your support, and especially at a milestone in my career such as this. Thanks to my brother Steve, Lori, Ethan, and Callie as well for joining us from Ohio. Moving on, Lieutenant Colonel Gregory Gidget, congratulations. Definitely echo everything General Harris said. You are definitely the right officer for the job. You're going to do an incredible job here. You have an incredible team as well, and I just look forward to all the amazing things you're going to do for the group. And just as General Harris said, the rest of us are here to support you in any way we can. So I know you're going to do awesome, and looking forward to continued successes. To the team that organized this incredible event, as was already mentioned, there are a lot of changes. So thank you to the masterminds of this event, Chief Martin and Master Sergeant Rogi. You adapted to changes. You've done an absolutely outstanding job, and I couldn't be more appreciative for everything that you've done here in organizing this wonderful event. Captain Delgado, thank you for narrating. Incredible invocation. Keith, I think you've done the invocation on every change of command or other events here at the Air Defense Group that I've been a part of, but thank you so much for the heartfelt invocation today. Darylyn, thank you for the moving national anthem, and then Rad, thanks for an incredible Hawaii Pono'i, absolutely incredible. To the rest of the team, Chief Okamura, Master Sergeant Kahanu, and the CSS team, Master Sergeant Villa Hashimoto, Tech Sergeant Holt, thank you for your support and effort to make this a wonderful event. So any commander is only as good as their command team. That's the secret. That's really not much of a secret, something that we all know. So I want to start by thanking Chief Martin, the group senior enlisted leader. Thank you for your candid and honest feedback, focus, and also your focus first and foremost on our airmen all the time. You've really set a legacy here in terms of building our Koa Akamai, our professional development organization, and that's going to be your legacy as you move on. So congratulations as well for your new role as our State Air Command Chief. Master Sergeant Randall's shirt, thank you for all you do for our airmen, for their families. I can't thank you enough just for your dedication. Master Sergeant Rogi, thank you for being my exec. I know you're out here. Oh, there you are, Marissa. Thank you for being my exec, and I know you have an absolutely incredible future ahead of you. To our squadron command teams, again, a simple thank you just does not say enough, but unfortunately that's all I'm going to do today. Air Defense Squadron, Lieutenant Colonel O'Donnell, Anvil, Chief Spencer are here, awesome, behind the troops. I'm just so impressed with the way that you lead the team through the challenges of the 24/7 mission. We know it brings unique stressors, nights, weekends, changes from day to night shift. You name it. So we have all the stressors of other units with that added feeding the 24/7 machine, as we would call it. And you lead our airmen and take care of them in such an amazing way. And the way you balance taking care of our airmen with focusing on the mission and really innovating and evolving tactical command and control here in the Pacific has been a joy to watch. I feel like I've given you just a little minor vector, and then you all have just absolutely run with it and truly attained our collective vision. You fielded a deployable tactical command and control capability on Guam, and that was shown during Valiant Shield in 2022, and then last month during Exercise Cope North. And you're truly continuing that innovation on Guam and elsewhere as we develop the Tactical Operations Center Light. So my hat's off to you. You've built tactical partnerships with the Philippines and Indonesia that truly have strategic implications. And then we had some interesting challenges, like when the Russians decided to hold the largest naval exercise in the Pacific in 30 years since the end of the Cold War, and they decided to do it here in Hawaii, and you reacted incredibly well. The crews really stepped up to that challenge, and it was a joy to watch. That was outstanding, and of course a mission-ready grade on our alert force evaluation. We've done some other scrambles and real-world events that I won't get into here, but again, hats off to you for everything you do for our airmen, and then our state and our mission. To the support squadron, to Lieutenant Colonel Park, Jesse, and Chief Okamura, it's been a pleasure to watch you in your first 6 months of command. You've truly gelled as a command team, and it's really impressive how you've hit the ground running. You have the similar challenges that I just described. You're facing the similar threats, the similar challenges of the 24/7 mission as the Air Defense Squadron, but with the added complexity of 3 geographically separated units. We have our radar site at Kokee on Kauai, site up here at Kaala on Oahu, and then of course the Battle Control Center here at Wheeler. So carrying and feeding for those sites is a challenge, and you do it so well with our multiple mission partners, whether it's the Garrison, PACAF Regional Support Center, you name it. I'm just always impressed at how you do that. You've also evolved the support squadron, especially as we look at defensive cyber. So your personnel fielded the first cyber mission assurance team, the first cyber defensive capability in our state, protecting infrastructure as well as our state and our national elections. And now you're fielding our mission defense team, which is protecting our networks and systems here as we evolve towards the advanced battle management system. You've got the FPS 117 at Kokee operating at its highest level in literally years. So again, hats off to you. To the group staff, you enable everything that the squadron does, all of their successes. To CVX and exercises and CSS, you are second to none. Finally, to the airmen of the 298th Air Defense Group, I thank you for your sacrifice and dedication to our state and our nation. I've been in the air defense world for 15 years. I've worked shifts with you, and I'm just in awe of what you do. We truly have a unique spirit here at the ADG, and that's important not just to have that spirit, but then to back it up with mission competence, and that's exactly what you do. You balance families, education, running your initial qualification training, modernizing equipment, professional military education, changing shifts. I don't know how you do it all, but you do it, and again, hats off to you. I've always felt that it's fitting that the Air Defense Group is here at Wheeler Army Airfield, given the history here, right? So December 7, 1941, you had 2 lieutenants, Kenneth Taylor and George Welch, that were some of the first airmen to take to the skies against the Japanese during the attacks. So they flew 2 sorties that day, right? They went up against this massive, overwhelming wave of Japanese fighters that were they were massively outnumbered, and the Japanese aircraft were superior in capability. They fought against the first wave, they landed here at Wheeler, and they rearmed, refueled, and they took off again. They had 6 confirmed kills between the 2 of them. Both aircraft were heavily damaged, and Taylor was wounded in the arm and the leg. So when I think about what those lieutenants did on that day, I think about courage, I think about innovation, and I think about determination against a pure adversary. I see that same character in you as we face the challenges of the national defense strategy and everything we're doing at the group. When I look out at you, I see ready, resilient, and innovative airmen facing our adversaries. So I am humbled to be your commander. I am honored to be part of the team. I am proud of you all. I will remain your advocate, and I am forever grateful for all you do. Aloha.
Thank you, Colonel Wrazien. Colonel Wrazien will now receive the traditional last salute from the airmen of the 298th Air Defense Group.
Present! Huh! Sir, I present the group. Order! Huh!
Thank you, Colonel Wrazien. Ms. Wrazien, we would like to extend our deepest appreciation for your patience, enduring understanding, and unwavering support during Colonel Wrazien's command. Today's change of command ceremony marks a time-honored military tradition. The guidon before you represents the 298th Air Defense Group and is a symbol of military command. During this ceremony, Colonel Wrazien will pass the guidon to Major General Harris, symbolizing his relinquishing of command. General Harris will take control of the guidon, representing his watch over the 298th Air Defense Group during this transition before passing the guidon to incoming commander, Lieutenant Colonel Gregory, and granting her the authority of command. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the publishing of the orders and the assumption of command.
Publish the order.
Colonel Daniel Wrazien is relieved from duty as commander of the 298th Air Defense Group effective 28 February 2023.
Sir, I relinquish command.
Attention to orders. Special Order G23001, subject. Permanent assumption of command, effective 1 March 2023. Lieutenant Colonel Diana Gregory assumes command of the 298th Air Defense Group. Signed, Kenneth S. Hara, Major General, Hawaii National Guard, Adjutant General. Ladies and gentlemen, Lieutenant Colonel Diana Gregory is now the commander of the 298th Air Defense Group. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. At this time, Lieutenant Colonel Gregory will receive the traditional first salute from the airmen of the 298th Air Defense Group.
Present. Huh. Now, present the group. Order. Huh.
Ladies and gentlemen, the commander, Lieutenant Colonel Diana Gregory.
So I'm learning how to use technology here. Put all my notes. Okay. I did everything Colonel Wrazien said, so I'm done. Thank you for coming. So Major General Harris, Brigadier General Mallory, our first ADG commander, Command Chief Orr, Colonel Komine, sorry, I went backwards. Colonel Komine, Command Chief Orr, Colonel McGonigal, thank you, Colonel Sills, Colonel Arfman, Colonel Nagatani, Colonel Tanaka, my awesome supervisor at headquarters, Seymour, who did I miss? Colonel Fallis, Colonel Marshall, retirees, colonels. Thank you so much for coming. Fellow commanders, colonels, senior enlisted leaders, Colonel Wrazien's wife Liz, thank you. Friends and family, airmen, thank you for being here and taking the time out of your busy days to join us in this special event. Can you guys hear me back there? Can you guys hear me back there? Wow, I'm that tall, I gotta bend down. Wow, I like that. No, just kidding. Okay, where was I? Those of you on Facebook, Brigadier General Jarrett, Colonel Wrazien's family, Cuz and Suzette, and everyone else joining us on Facebook, aloha and thank you for attending us virtually. And I want to thank my Lord and Savior because I know if it wasn't for him, there's no way I would be here. It's a miracle. I'm just truly blessed. So thank you, Lord. Pressing the wrong buttons. Thank you for the project officer, Command Chief Martin, and her team, Sergeant Rogi, Sergeant Villa Hashimoto, Sergeant Holt, and everyone else who played a part, CSS, played a part in putting this together. And the cleanup crew, I heard someone had when they were cleaning up, they got bit by a centipede, but we're good, all clean, except for that little spider over there, Chief. It takes a lot of manpower to make this happen, so I just want to thank you guys all. If I forgot anybody, just want you to know that I appreciate you. The beautiful programs that you guys hold in your hands, Command Chief Martin and Sergeant Rogi spent countless hours off-duty time. Well, we're never off-duty, really, but off-duty time, when we're not here, making that program as nice as it is. Major Buendia in the formation, thank you so much. First Sergeant Randos, guide on. Captain Delgado, thank you. Sorry about, I did review the first script, and Dad, since you weren't on there, I made sure they put you on there, but I forgot to review the last script. So sorry, Dad. You're not forgotten. Sergeant Cordero for the invocation, and Sergeant Salvador and Sergeant Salamat. Oh, that was good. I mean, so awesome. To sing Hawaii Pono'i and the national anthem without music and sound so good, it's just amazing. So thanks, guys. Major General Harris. At your promotion ceremony, everybody was laughing, at Governor, I went blank, Governor Green. Everybody was laughing because he looked at General Harris and he looked up, and we started chuckling because General Harris is so tall. So I can imagine what that looked like with two giants, and then here I am. So, so awesome. Yeah. General Harris, thank you for having faith in me, sir. I really, really appreciate it. I thank you for putting your trust in me. I promise I'll give you my 100%, and I will continue to move the team forward, sir. This team is so amazing, and I have no doubt we're going to continue to move forward. So thank you. Appreciate you, sir. I'm looking forward to working for you. Colonel Wrazien, all right, so you're a tough act to follow, sir. I mean, you guys heard his speech, right? All these specifics, and tough act to follow, Colonel. But that's what makes you an amazing ADG commander. You were so awesome. So out of his last RUDA, or not RUDA, that's old school, so for us old people, but last RSD, he said, I don't want this to be about me, and then he started talking about others. So, sir, I'm going to do it for you. I'm going to do it for you. So here it goes. For those of you who don't know Colonel Bad Moon Wrazien, every officer and senior enlisted member at the ADG knows that he's a genius in air battle management. I mean, absolute genius. Sir, you're probably number one in the air battle management community, or battle management community. He was a chairman of the, I'm going blank, the Weapons System Council, which is really the best of the best. You built a strong foundation here for the ADG. So we're standing on a good foundation, and I'm so excited. Your forward-thinking strategic plan, guidance, prepared the ADG for the future. I can't thank you enough for your leadership, mentorship, and guidance. I remember you sharing with me when I first came on board, Gidget, or Die, I think you called me at that time, I'm gonna prepare you so you can be competitive for the group command. And so thank you, Colonel, I appreciate it. There is no way I would be here without you and your mentorship, sir. You're going to be missed. Liz, you play a big part too. Your support definitely adds to his success and the success of the ADG. I enjoyed your Christmas party, the virtual Christmas parties, and you're so game. It was so awesome. But thank you, and thank you for sharing his time with us. CVX shop. That's my shop I just left. I can't forget you. You guys honestly made my last almost 2 years here so fun and memorable. It was my easiest, I know everybody's going to want to go in that shop now. It was my easiest supervisory role ever. I had 2 Master Sergeants, Master Sergeant Yu and Master Sergeant Sampson. And I didn't have to tell them anything. Like when requirements came out, it was done. When I asked them hey, you guys got this? Yes. Taken care of, ma'am, And so you guys just really made my job easy. So I just want to say thank you. And the Onomanapua that we'll have after, and the Park Hash, that's all they're doing. So thank you. Okay, so I went down my list of all the people to thank, and there are so many people. And if I would have thanked everybody here, it would be forever. So what I did is I called them or texted them or emailed them, and I thanked them. And so you know who you are. If you're watching online or if you're in here, you know who you are. So thank you so much. All right, to my family, Dad, you and Mom made a great team. Whew. So my mom's not here anymore. Okay, group commander's not supposed to cry, right? So, sorry, my mom's not here anymore. She went to be with the Lord 3 years ago, but you guys made a great team, Dad. You taught us to be committed, disciplined, dedicated, and to work hard and to strive to be our best. We tried. We definitely tried, and all your kids are pretty successful, I believe. So thank you so much, Dad. Thanks, Mom. I love you guys. I love you, Dad. Love you, Mom. Okay, for those of you who don't know, my brother Duke Ota, I call him Boy. We call him Boy. So he's now my family. He's retired, so I'm calling him Boy. So Boy, your example definitely pushed us along, all the kids under you or all your siblings under you pushed us along to be better. So thank you for that, for being so kind. Isn't he the kindest person around? It's like almost sickening, but it's so, no, but it's so amazing. It's so amazing. You are so kind, and I really appreciate you. Donna, your love and commitment. You always take care of the family. You were always the stronghold of the family. When Mom went to be with the Lord, you were it. Thank you, sis. And then you had to pick up all my stuff when I screwed up in high school, but you never hid it from Mom and Dad, but that's okay. It made me stronger, so thank you. Derek, oh my gosh. If you guys don't know my brother Derek, he is the funniest person. If you get to know him, he is really funny. So Derek, your humor, thank you. I hope I don't take some of that humor because it might get me in trouble. Doug, your energy and welcoming personality. Every time I see my brother Doug, even my kids, when we see my brother Doug, he's the happiest to see us. So Doug, love it, love your energy. Okay, love you guys. All right, and then spouses and Curtis, you guys, thanks for being here. And all my friends that came, and I think they're my friends, they came, so thank you. Thank you for your guys' support. Okay, Bill, Cammie, Blaze, oh my goodness. You're the loves of my life. I love doing life with you guys. You guys get to put up with me. Hurry up, clean up, do this, do that, right? But it's just, I like things pretty much in order. Well, so does Dad, but it's not all me. But anyway, thank you guys for everything. Thank you for making me laugh and for loving me and for your sacrifice and support. I'm looking forward to this command alongside with you all. I appreciate you and I love you guys to the moon. Team ADG, whoo! And Colonel O'Donnell, Colonel Park, the commanders of the 2 squadrons, and the rest of you, which is Team ADG. I am so excited to serve such an amazing team. I really am. I feel like I'm back at home. I started here back in the day, and I really feel like I'm back at home. Okay. I'm excited, especially because I know it's filled with outstanding people who are innovative, dedicated, and hardworking. I look back to over the last couple years, and I see a team who accomplished so much. I can't ditto what Colonel Wrazien said, but here goes what I have. Collectively, you participated in numerous exercises at all levels of operation, from regional to unit level, controlled thousands of sorties, tracked hundreds and thousands of aircraft, worked closely with PACAF and our flying squadrons, promoted, enlisted, re-enlisted many airmen, maintained the radios and equipment, got people through school, trained, and qualified. We were the first air defense sector to have our data links up and running. What a success. And I think it took other sectors a while before they got theirs up. And then, of course, while building those relationships with the Army as we borrow their equipment. So thank you, sir. You guys procured secure communications in Hawaii and Guam, transporting equipment, continuous operations, working mode flight capabilities, and so much more. I know I missed a lot, but I can't go on, but you guys do so much, so thank you. So awesome. Koke team, hi, I didn't forget you guys. What you guys do, don't go unnoticed. The FPS 117 radar, the radios, allow us to see clearer picture so we can accomplish our Homeland Defense mission and communicate to the pilots. Thank you guys so much for what you do on Kauai. Just in case you guys don't know what you do, we really appreciate it. We're able to do our mission. Okay, and then finally, I'm truly humbled and grateful for being chosen to be part of this exceptional team. I promise you, Team ADG, I promise you, I will serve you selflessly and strive to do better daily. I will give you my 100% as we move forward as one team, and I ask you to hold me accountable. I am so honored and proud to serve all of you. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel Gregory. The 298th Air Defense Team would like to extend our aloha to Bill, Cammie, and Blaze. We look forward to working with you as you become an integral part of our Air Defense Ohana. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and join us in the singing of the Air Force song and the departure of the official party. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's ceremony. On behalf of the participants and their families, we thank you for attending. Please join us for light refreshments following the ceremony.